Hey everyone, good morning. I'm just adjusting my camera here. All right, good morning everyone. So today, hold on, my camera's shaking. Okay. Today I want to talk about how to get tasks and goals done, accomplished, when you just don't have the motivation to, and you just don't feel like it, okay? And I was thinking about this for a few days, but I wanted to do some things first to not test it, but to complete the test, because I've been doing this for a while now, and I want to share with you my trick to get these things done, okay? I already went over on Periscope, give people the alert, but I'm not sure if people got the alert, so we might have a slow trickle of people come in. So as you're rolling on in, say hey down below so I know you're here. What am I drinking out of today? Okay. So good morning, good morning. And as you may know that I'm a little bit early today. I told you yesterday that I was probably going to show up a little bit later, but I'm early because I woke up really early, and I'll explain to you why in a moment. I'll explain to you everything behind that, because it actually has a lot to do with what I'm talking about today. Okay? Good morning. A slow crew on today. So far, 6 people, which is very odd. I wonder if people got the alert. Some people have been complaining that they have not received the alert to come on. So again, might be a slow trickle of people coming in. So I'll just wait a little bit, a few minutes before we get started. Good morning. So happy I work from home. Our pup is having, what? Knee surgery today. Oh no. I wish your puppy some luck. And yes, it is a blessing to work from home in those type of cases, right? Hey, good morning. Again, I'm early today because I woke up really early, and it has a lot to do with what my topic is today, which is if you want to accomplish tasks and goals, but don't have the motivation to, don't feel like it or whatever. I have this trick that will help you still get them accomplished, okay? I've been doing this for a while now, and I want to share with you what I've been doing, how it's working for me, the challenges I'm facing with it. But I certainly think that if you implement this, that it will help you some. I know it, like I feel it, you know? Okay, so hold on. So, just before we get started, I woke up at, well, to be honest with you, I initially woke up at 2:30 in the morning. I was like, wait a minute, it's not time to wake up yet. Went back to sleep. I then woke up, I think at 4:30. And then I woke up again at 5. And then I woke up again at like 5:50. My mind was like getting ready to wake up, I guess. And finally, I woke up at like 6:15, which is around the time I wanted to start. Yes, coffee could be the answer. You're right. However, I want to find, and that could be, but sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't work for me. And sometimes if it works for you, then fantastic. But I woke up at 6:15. I decided that, I told you guys I've been starting to work out, so I've been walking around my lake, almost 2 miles. It's almost 2 miles going around. And I've been starting my day with some breakfast and things like that. So when I initially started, I would just come on Facebook Live late. Not too late, but later. And which was fine with me. However, I really wanted to see if I could wake up earlier and try to do this. So I'm going to try to set a routine to get this done. And I'll tell you something, it's very, very difficult. And this leads into my topic today. I know the things I want to do and why I want to wake up early. But it's hard because I'm tired or I'm not motivated or whatever, okay? Apparently I'm reading everybody's mind today. Working on a custom product for a customer while my own products are waiting in the wings. No more custom products. Interesting. Yeah, sometimes we will lack the motivation or energy or whatever it may be that we're working on, we just don't want to do. It could be business life, it could be personal life. And I use this technique or tip or whatever, and it's very, very helpful. So here, let me just tell you what it is and I'll talk about it. I use an accountability partner. You guys heard of that phrase before, right? So, and the funny thing is, I don't think this person that I use for accountability partner knows that we officially call each other accountability partners, but that's what she is. She's my friend as well. She's in business as well. But we tend to do that. We tend to share with each other in the morning what our to-do lists are, what we have on our plate. And sometimes we will follow up and say, hey, did you get this done? And how did it go, etc. However, if I were to ask her to commit to me and say, hey, let's be accountability partners, let's just make sure that we follow up with each other to make sure we done our to-do list, etc., that would probably take it a step further. So I will have to say that every morning I wake up, I do what I have to do, right? And I share with her, hey, what I have to get done. I share with her my to-do list, what I have on my plate, etc. Now, not all the time, right? Because she's not officially my accountability partner, but she kind of plays that role once in a while. She'll follow up with me and goes, hey, did you get this done? Did you get this done? Now, it also goes into personal life. She knows I'm on a diet currently. She knows I'm trying to stay away from certain things like sweets and things like that. And she asked me toward the end of the day, how did you do? Or in the morning, how did you do? Did you not eat that ice cream? Did you do this and that? The idea is, when you have an accountability partner, you told somebody your goals, and they will hopefully follow up with you to see if you accomplished those goals, to see if you stuck to your commitment. And a lot of times, the reason why this works is because we don't want to disappoint people. We don't want to be made out to be somebody that doesn't follow through on commitment. When somebody knows what we have to commit to, it's very difficult for us to go against it, unless by the act of God we couldn't, right? You're ill or you get into an accident or something. But in general, a lot of times we can accomplish things, we just don't have the motivation to. And when you have an accountability partner, this may help with that, okay? I have to go to an appointment at the doctor's office. This is a good one. Let me take a little sip of my drink. Hold on, I'm a little bit thirsty. So, in a nutshell, my friend, right, we talk every single day. Again, she's in business as well, so we share similar things we have to hold each other accountable for. A lot of times, even though I know what I have to do and it's right, I won't do it, and I'll share with her and she motivates me to get it done, so I would simply ask you, everybody that's listening to this, what do you have, who do you have in your life that you can use as accountability partner? If you don't have somebody, okay, let's just say you're like, Dahlia, I just have my husband and my dog and the friends I have, it's not going to work out, then I suggest reaching out to people in Facebook groups. In our Facebook group, you can say something like, hey, I want an accountability partner that would hold me accountable. I would do the same for you each and every day. I would share my tasks, my goals with them, etc., and to make sure that they're actually accomplishing them. And this really means you going to that other person and saying, hey, you told me you're going to do this and that today. Did you do it, and why didn't you get it done? Almost like a boss, okay? And I think I was playing with the idea of telling my friend to start holding me more accountable, to challenge why I have not gotten things done, or challenge how I've done things and why I've done it this way instead of the other way, which I initially wanted to, etc. Good morning. So this has helped me tremendously. It's helped me with business, okay? This has helped me, and of course I do other things to help me accomplish tasks and goals like to-do lists and things like that. But this itself has helped me in my personal life as well. I feel like I've told a few people about my dieting journey, including my accountability, friend, partner, and I don't want to disappoint. It's just who I am, especially when I gave specific goals of how I'm going to do my diet. I don't drink anything besides water and maybe a little tea with no sugar. I do, lean proteins, I do small meals, much more fruits and veggies, you get it, right? So I told her everything I'm doing, and I pretty much follow up with her either in the morning or toward the end of the day how I've done, So who here that's listening right now, okay, well tell me, everybody that's listening right now, 20 people or so, do you have an accountability partner, yes or no? And if you do have one, tell me about it. If you don't have one, are you interested in getting one? And again, if you're interested in getting one, don't know how to start, it's simple. You could simply just go to our Facebook group, go to any Facebook group and say, hey, I want an accountability partner. Just one person. It's always best when it works one-on-one. You could do a group, but I feel, my personal opinion, that one-on-one works better. You know, this person tells you what they need to do, you follow up with them, vice versa, okay? Nope, but interested in getting one. No, but I would like one. Okay, yes, I have a few, but my favorite is, oh, you already have one, cool. My husband is mine. Okay, cool. That's good. I mean, if you have your spouse or something, or even a child, that's good. Believe it or not, you know, for my kid, at least my kid, I know my kid. She's, how old is she now? 8. I know if I were to have her be my accountability partner, she would follow through really well. A lot of times when I'm overwhelmed and stressed, when I pick her up from school, I tell her, hey, I had a bad day. Can I tell you about it? She said, sure. This is literally the conversation we're having. This sounds just like this. And I tell her, I'm like, hey, this is what I had to get done. I was stressed because of this. And sometimes she gives me clarity. So it's not really an accountability partner, but I know she's capable. If I tell her in the morning, hey, I have to get this and that done. And when she comes home from school, she'll see what I've gotten done, you know? And even though, I mean, I don't want to disappoint my child or have her feel like I'm not doing my job correctly. So I think that for me would also work. I have a few ideas, but I'm just giving you ideas so you could get started. Again, if you just hit up a group, hit up mine to say, hey, I need one accountability partner. And you guys, I'll just leave you guys to do it if you want. You know, Sally might say, hey, I need some, and 5 people respond. Well, Sally could pick one of the 5 people, done, and then the other people start to get together, right? Simple as that, from that same thread, okay? Let's see here. I have one, but I am in a group of 10. We have split into 2 teams of 5. We follow up with each other as well as the other team. Yeah, like if you want to do teams of people, it's absolutely fine. If you are like new to this whole accountability thing, not sure about it, kind of saying, okay, this sounds really cool, I think it may work, you could try one-on-one. You could try simply doing it with your child or with your husband or with your wife or whatever, right? You could try just having your friend, ask your friend, say, hey, can you hold me accountable? I'll message you every morning what I have to get done. Can you message me after 5, asking me what I've gotten done, and hold me accountable to it? And of course, give me some like words of advice, not just say, hey, did you do this and that and that? And if I say yes, no, then that's the end of it. No, she should hopefully, or he should hopefully say, why didn't you get this done? There's no excuse. I kind of push you and motivate you. That's part of the accountability, right? I will say here, and I sell the same things, so it makes it easier. Yeah, so that's really cool as well. If you get with somebody who sells similar things, that would be cool. There's no rules to this, particularly. You could try it out. You could, I mean, we're all adults. If you get with somebody in this group and it's not quite working out, maybe because your personalities don't, mesh together, or one person's not holding up their weight or whatever, then I'd recommend just finding a new accountability partner. Just saying, hey, I know you're busy. Did you want to just give this accountability partner a break and I'll just find somebody else? That's fine. Well, again, we're all adults. We can speak to each other and get it done. Good morning, Marianne. So before I started this Facebook Live, and this is what I do, by the way. You could use Facebook. I use WhatsApp. I think you guys know what that app is. And whatchamacallit, I started by messaging her on WhatsApp. I do a voice text, which is much easier than typing. I say, hey, good morning. I say, this is what I'm doing today. This is how I'm going to get it done. And I kind of talk it through. And I'm sure as soon as I'm done on the Facebook Live, she'll message me back, tell me that's great, kind of give you some motivation, she'll tell me what she's on her plate, etc. We might follow up throughout the day to see how it's going. And then... and it's just kind of like having a business friend. Like, the reason why you guys join me, not because of only the tips and things like that, because I think you guys feel connected. I think we feel like we're in one big meeting with each other, Gina, that's great. Gina wants an accountability partner in the email group. Go ahead, Gina. Go ahead and post in the email group and say, hey, I need an accountability partner when it comes, if they want to particularly do it about emails, it's fine. It could be things in general, it's fine. But if you want it in the email group, absolutely. Hopefully somebody will respond. And again, we're all adults. Gina can pick who she wants to be accountable with. And as long as the person also commits, right, to doing the same thing for her, and then boom, it's done. And of course, if you announce it in that same thread saying, okay, I picked Sally, right? The other people who comment on that thread could also get together. You could do it in any one of my groups that you're in, okay? It doesn't matter. And of course, again, we're adults. If it doesn't work out because you guys don't really, I don't know, sometimes people don't just get along, not in a sense that they're fighting, but they just don't, jive with each other. That's okay. You guys could let it go and go with somebody else. It's absolutely fine, So go ahead, Gina, post in the email group. Hopefully someone will respond. And it's simple as being proactive. Be the one that's proactive. Message that person every day. I think that's the way it works. Do it on Facebook to start. If you're comfortable giving each other's numbers out, which is what me and my friend did, then that's absolutely fine. Again, I do voice text. You could do voice text on Facebook. You don't have to, but I like it because I feel the energy with the person. I talk about what I have to accomplish. And sometimes, even when I'm feeling down about something, like the other night, I really wanted to eat chocolate. I didn't though. And she followed up with me the next day to make sure I didn't. And I said I didn't. But I kind of talk it through with her and she kind of talks me through it. Give me some motivation, saying don't do it, you're going to regret it. Just have maybe a couple chocolate morsels or whatever, So also use your accountability partner to help you work through some tough times, saying, a lot of times I will message my accountability partner and say, hey, I'm not motivated today to do anything. Like, I feel shitty. This is why, this and that. And the person will walk me through it. Now, does it always work out that I end up feeling energized again? Maybe not. But it's important that I have this person because I've noticed that sometimes she'll be like, okay, listen, just get 2 things done from your to-do list. You don't want to do anything else, but 2 things that are easy done. So at least you could cross it off. That's what I do for her. If she doesn't feel like she's doing to do work, because let's say her husband took the day off from work and the weather is great. I said, listen, just do 3 more things and then I'll let you be off at work. So at least if she's already had her mind set on leaving work that day, I can at least push her. So that's the point of accountability partner, okay? So again, if you want one, don't be shy. Like, a few people already said that they wanted one. Everybody else, the 20 plus people, did not comment. So I wonder, are you guys wanting one, not interested, or already have one? If you're not interested, that's cool, because the things I'm telling you are to help you. However, it may not work for everybody. You may have a method that works perfectly and you're absolutely fine with it. That's great. I have a few methods to keep me motivated. Accountability partner is one. My to-do list is another. My goal sheet, my goal planning is another. And you might say this is a lot, but sometimes as business owners, we need quite a few things to help us keep us motivated. My husband is another, my daughter, depending on what's going on, I might use here and there. I told you I have background noise on when I'm working. That also keeps me motivated, having the background noise, etc. So I have a few things in place. And this is why I'm, for the most part, highly productive, because I know what keeps me motivated and I've implemented them all. However, I use them as needed, right? I talk to my accountability partner each day, but I also have the background noise in the background, which will help me as well. And so far, like today, that's probably what I'm going to be doing. So just thinking about the many things that work for you and implement them. If you want to have an accountability partner, great. That could be part of your motivation plan. If you don't, that's fine. However, I suggest giving it a try. Okay? Okay, Carrie, these live posts are so motivating. Awesome, thank you. I'm so glad. They fire up that side of the brain for me. Yeah, I think a lot of people join me on Facebook Live and rewatch them for a couple of reasons. One, because they actually have some helpful tips. But 2, it is that motivation for them. I think many people have told me that they are motivated after the Facebook Live. And when they don't have a Facebook Live, they watch repeats of mine. Let's say if I can't make it that day, they watch repeats because it's almost like I get them started, like a cup of coffee, if you will. And I understand because same thing for me. My Facebook Lives that I do motivates myself to get started as well for the day. It's kind of like my routine. It's almost like having a meeting with like your business partners, and I'm with you guys, all of you, right? Money, nothing motivates me better than cha-ching. That's cool. But what happens, David, when rough times happen, For me, currently during this time, business is slower. So sometimes when business is slow, it can be hard to motivate. And when I say slower, I mean, slower than the rest of the year. I have some slow months during the year and some higher months. And during this time, it is slower for me. So I have to always make sure I'm on point and not upset or focus on the fact that I'm not getting as much money as I usually do, you know, because I know it's just the ups and downs of the year, you know, of sales. This is so out of my comfort zone, but I would like an accountability partner. You know, Michelle, great. I love that. And you could try it. If it doesn't work out, you can tell the person, hey, I've tried it for a couple of weeks. I love you, but it's not working out. And it could be simple as this. Somebody could type right now saying, hey, Michelle, I'd love to be your accountability partner. I need one too. Done. Or, Michelle, if you want to take it a step further, go ahead and post, say, I need an accountability partner. You know, just respond and I'll message you or whatever. Simple as that. Don't make it harder than it should be. Don't set crazy rules. Go ahead and just set some basic things such as following up with each other each day. Make sure that we hold each other accountable. That's the point of accountability partner. And help motivate each other, you know? Okay, so shouldn't you at least know who the other person is? Yeah, absolutely. So what do you mean, Anne-Marie? Like, know about them? Absolutely. You could do however you want. If you want to find out more about them, then go ahead. You could message them and say, hey, let's talk for a second. If you feel comfortable gauging who they are and if they feel like a good fit, you know, that's fine. But if you just want somebody to just test out and try, it almost, not doesn't matter, but it almost doesn't matter as long as the other person can hold you accountable, can follow up with you, you know, can be reliable in that sense. That's great. However, if you want to just ask some basic questions like what type of business that they're in, I mean, whatever. That's up to you. There's no rules. Dara says, I didn't know mine before we started chatting. We chat now daily, and I've made a new friend. Yeah, same goes for me. I didn't know mine too often, but we just happen to chat often, and then it just turned into that. Does she know she's my accountability partner? Probably not. Meaning, I think if I told her right now, which I will be after this Facebook Live, and say, hey, I talked about you during the Facebook Live, she might say, yeah, I kind of feel that as well. I think she'll know that that's what we're doing, but we're also friends. But we never officially said accountability partner. However, I might ask her and myself to step it up because there are some things we don't do as accountability partners. It just fell into that place. We just share each other what we're doing each day and we hold each other accountable. But if I tell her, hey, we're accountability partners, let's make a little bit more effort, I think it'll be better. Okay? He scares me. I don't do it for the money. And that's okay, guys. We're all adults. If you feel like you don't drive with somebody, if you're like, yeah, you're all about this is my goals and this is my, you know, my belief system, that's cool, right? And look, David's like, yeah, that's cool, Anne. It doesn't work out. It's fine. Don't ever take it offensively. If you try to find somebody accountability partner in here and the other person tells you it's not going to work out however you want to say it, say, okay, cool, thanks for considering me, and then find somebody else. Don't make it a big deal. Find somebody, make it work, move on, and start using your accountability partner. Again, this is just one trick that helps me accomplish my tasks and goals. Hopefully the accountability partner you start to have and build this accountability life with is going to hold you accountable, is going to motivate you, right? Because if you're not motivated by this person, you know, if this person follows up with you and you're like, I don't care that I'm telling her I didn't do my to-do list, then it might not work for you, you know, so you might have to find somebody new. So finding out a little bit about them is fine, but it's whatever you want to do. It's whoever you feel like it's a good fit for you. If you find that you do it and they make you a better person in regards to accountability, they've done their job. And of course, you guys can continue to grow that way. You know, when I first started using my friend, she started using me for accountability, I'm sure it wasn't as it is now. Actually, I'm very sure, because now it's more often that we share each other with our to-do list, what we've accomplished, what we had challenges with, and we talk to each other about it. And my husband knows who she is, like, because I'm always voice texting her, and she's voice texting me throughout the day. Not too often, but just enough. And sometimes if I haven't heard from her for a while, she's obviously very, very busy, or I'm very, very busy, etc., you know? Anyway, so let me wrap up this Facebook Live, okay? I just want to do this just to kind of give you some little wisdom into what I'm doing. Again, I'm also using this personally, okay? I'm on a diet. I am trying to wake up early every morning and speed walk / run around the lake, about 2 miles, and eat breakfast and do things that will help me in my diet journey. And I'm also sharing this with my same accountability partner. You don't have to have 2 different ones. You can still share it with the same person. That's what I'm doing. And she'll still hold me accountable, saying, hey, did you eat this? Did you do this? And again, the idea is if the other person does not do it, right, what they committed to, how are you going to challenge them? How are you going to say, hey, Sally, I understand you don't want to do it. Listen, you can't let it defeat you. Tomorrow you have to start fresh. You cannot be eating. You have to, run or walk, whatever, like you committed to. If you feel like you're hungry for a craving, why don't you try this? Why don't you try this? Like, I'm saying they have to push you as well. Okay, you can't be a passive, accountability partner. You have to be somewhat active, right? People, listen, she's dead on. Step out of your comfort zone, and being held accountable will do nothing but push you to be at least the best you could be, no matter what that is. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think a lot of successful people, there's a lot of typical things that you see in successful people, and, traits and things like that. And one of them is that they hold themselves accountable or something of the sort. So, and of course, there's a few more things. However, without accountability, a lot of us would not be where we are. So we have some form of accountability. The reason why we still go to work every day or whatever, because we still have to provide for our family, etc. So we understand the purpose of accountability and how it works, but we have to hold ourselves more accountable, I started using the NutriTrek app. I'll check it out. Okay, guys, let me wrap this up. Today's Thursday, right? Yes. What am I working on today? Sometimes I even share with you guys what I'm working on today and what I've accomplished, etc. So here's my to-do list. So Facebook Live topic, check. Where's my pen? Check. I told you that I told you yesterday, I'm working on my Facebook Lives. I'm turning them into YouTube videos. And even though that sounds simple, like downloading and uploading it, it's a little bit more of a process. So I'm hopefully going to finish that today. When I do air quotes, that means I really don't know how long it's going to take me. I've never done a project like this before. So I'm hoping that I will get a majority of it accomplished today. Okay. I have to reorganize my Trello account because of my ADD, sometimes things get all over the place. So I have to reorganize it because my major goals are kind of mixed in a little bit now, and I have to kind of bring it, just reorganize it pretty much. I put some more detail written down here. I have to follow up with my WordPress guy because he's doing a couple adjustments to my website. And then I have a couple other things that are top secret. That sounded really top secret, but no, it's secret. It still sounded really weird, but it's things that I'm working on. Anyway, so I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you consider this accountability partner thing. Go ahead and post in the group if you want one. It's simple, okay? Don't make it a big deal. Just say, hey, I need an accountability partner, this type of business that I'm in, blah, blah, blah. Would love to partner with another mom. If you have a certain thing that you want, because let's say you have children and you're like, I have a tough time doing crap and taking care of my children because I don't have enough time. Maybe you want another mom to be accountable with. So you could say, hey, it's the type of business I have, and I'm also a mom of a few kids. Would love to partner with another mom, blah, 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 and see what happens, okay? You don't have to just post in my group. You can post in other groups. Who cares? It doesn't matter where you find your accountability partner. I'd prefer you have a business one. That's not 100% necessary, but sometimes they know what we go through and know what we need to be held accountable. However, there's no official rules. You could partner with somebody that doesn't have a business, that just works for somebody, for example, or whatever, just up to you. But go ahead and don't hesitate to post in our group, post in the private groups that I have, or any other group. If you feel like it's not quite working out in this group, or maybe another group, post in mine. Doesn't matter. Okay, guys? I will catch you tomorrow, Friday. All right? Bye.